Well, good morning. It's Peter here. Not yet on Doxie, but heading there. She's out there on the glass out. It's a absolute mill pond out there. I know you're not supposed to say that in sailing terms or boating terms. Yeah, it's just been wet and everything else, so the sun is trying to poke through. So yeah, let's get our little dinghy and head out that way. Got some little things I want to get done today, chopping my head off. Okay, so just as I said, it was absolutely flat calm. A little breeze has sprung up, so that's good. Yeah, so why are we here today? I'm going to have a go at replacing the cables, ropes, lines on the davits and the blocks, or pulleys as the blocks are known. Oh, pulleys are known as blocks on yachts. Anyway, oh man, it's too early in the week. I don't know. Anyway, that's the task for today. Note to self, please remember to put the bung in the dinghy. Okay, so this is the line I'm going to use to replace. I do have to check whether it goes through the blocks or pulleys on the actual davits, the built-in ones first. And yeah, thanks to the guys at Whitworths Crows Nest who basically helped me with this, and also chucked in a nice splice here as well. So bonus. And I suspect I'm going to need to change the angle of the shackles. So I've got some twisted ones basically for that purpose, so they line up correctly. So let's see if this all works. Okay, so this is the current arrangement. The side-by-side pulleys or blocks, less than ideal I've found while cruising, because they do tend to tangle up and twist and do all sorts of stuff when you're not looking. So yeah, I'm going to replace that with inline ones. So let's see how that goes. Right, got Mini Doxie in the water, first time in months. Yeah, I use the inflatable when I'm at home, so she doesn't really get much of a workout. Anyway, the next step will be to take these old lines off and remove the blocks / pulleys. Okay, so this was the shackle I was going to attach up to the end there. As I feared, this pin is just on the edge of being too big to go through the hole. So I'm just having some other thoughts on how we can do this with a bit more jiggery pokery. So yeah, that's I'm thinking perhaps I can take this one off and replace that with this, so the twist comes earlier in the piece or later, it depends which way you're going. Yeah, so let's see how that flies. Okay, so this one's too big to go through there, so that's the twisty one. That's not going to work with that, at least not this one anyway. This is the only size I could get. They're not easy to get, these things. Okay, and in addition, this is too big to go through the carabiner, so that one could be a moot point right now. So let me just put my thinking cap on. Right, now I've got to see if this rope goes through the block there. I'm not going to hold my camera any further out. So yeah, let's see that. Okay, so this is the arrangement I'm settling on basically. I've got the one twisted shackle, which I've now moved onto the top of this pulley / block. I need to twist it around because the shackle can't go through the hole in the davit. I have to depend on that pin to go through it, so therefore I've had to have a shackle with a shackle. It should all come together, everything being equal. So off we go. Okay, so we've got that there at the moment, all locked in, shackled in. So now it's a case of taking this line and just threading it through the other blocks, and yeah, let's see how that flows. Alrighty, this is hanging just like I hoped it would. So it all stays in line basically, which is awesome. Let's So just do the other one now. But yeah, it runs nicely, smoothly, so what a difference. Alright, so as you do with any lines that run through pulleys or blocks, called running rigging, you need to make sure it can't go back out through the block and completely come out of your whole pulley system. So what we do here is we put in a figure 8 knot. Didn't give myself enough rope. There. Okay, why do they call it a figure 8 knot? Yeah, you guess. Anyway, that will stay in place basically, and yeah, stop it running out through the pulley or block should that occasion ever present itself. Yeah, I think my brain hurts. It needs coffee, so we will have some fresh coffee. Okay, next time, now, next one even. We'll take this one off and unravel it. Who is it that goes around raveling things? So I've got to keep unraveling them. Annoying. Okay, so more by good luck than good management. Well, that's not quite true. I did actually go around the shops the other day trying to source a 5mm shackle, and they only had one. So we've used that one on the other side of the Davit to what we're doing now. So, but luckily I obviously had this problem when I was out and about last time, and I already have one in use, so yay, let's put it together. Alrighty, so we've got our little arrangement ready to go. Just incidentally, that is the rating of this particular block, and this is a close-up of the other one. This is what I had recommended to me, basically taking into account my dinghy weight. So yeah, it's just good to have something that's fit for purpose. Okay, we've got that now secured. Now it's a case of raveling it back up. It's me, I'm the raveler. Okay, we're hitched on, aft and forward. I just went in and gave the dinghy a bit of a scrub in the bottom. Dirty rainwater been sitting there accumulating. Okay, ready to give it a try, but it's a bit like the thing, pants first, shoes second. I've got to pull up the aft ladder first, because once the dinghy's up it can't actually travel. So yeah, I've been caught before. Job done, looks good. Quite happy with that. A lot easier to pull up and down now. Oops, I better go and pull in that painter. I didn't notice that. Alright, job done.